Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Selesnya Renown. This is the fifth and final episode. And I'm very excited. This is Thursday night, but I'm going on vacation tomorrow. Just me. So I'm going to be around the house, off work for the next week. And one of the things that I'm going to do, playing against True Chaos X, rank number 18, is set up a Twitch stream for this Sunday, the 27th. And I pretty much stream all day. Just sit down on a lazy Sunday afternoon and just play Magic all day. So if you want to stop on by, I'll be starting probably around noon local. Let's see, I got a Vanguard into a 2-drop. With a pair of grasps, any land gets me to Wardens. On the play. Let's go for it. So yeah, I don't get to do much Twitch streaming because, you know, I do have the YouTube channel and I do have a family and a job and all these sorts of things. Keeps me pretty busy. But with a week off of work, I can afford to take a day. And Sunday's going to be my day. So if you're not doing anything on Sunday, check me out. And so our opponent's playing white, but he didn't have a turn 1 play. We did pick up... Motherfucker, we picked up our third land for the Wardens, but it is a tap land. So we can play a Grasp on the third turn if we have to. So for now we'll just swing with the Vanguard. Drop a Free Blade. Alright. See what our opponent's doing, if he's on the mono white, or if he's playing the second color. What do you got for us, fella? Nothing? 2 white sources so far. Still no play? Nope, no play. So I'm not going to grasp if there's nothing to tap. Could have a Celestial Flare or something. We can play a Sunblade Elf. So that's what we'll do. We'll swing for 4. See if he's got a flare. He does. So we're going to lose a Vanguard. Keep our Totem Free Blade and Renown it. And then we get to drop Sunblade Elf. Okay, so now we got a couple of dudes. You know, we upgraded our 2-1 into a 2-2 essentially, and he spent a removal spell. If he puts down a blocker, we can grasp it. He puts down a Veiler on Wardens. So yeah, it looks like we're going to grasp, putting down the Wardens now. Actually, maybe we do put down the Wardens now. We can swing into this with both of these creatures. And we can actually threaten the 2-2. He may not chump block. He may be afraid of a wild size or a trick or something. If they just bounce off each other, well, they just bounce off each other. It's fine by me, and then we'll put the Wardens down. Next turn, we can grasp, Renown the Wardens. Yeah, so he is going to take a risk and make the block, which is fine. We don't have the combat trick. So they just bounce, we get through for 3, then we play a Wardens of our own. So let's see if he has a Grasp of the Hieromancer. Looks like we're in a somewhat mirror match, although, like I said, he is playing the Celestial Flare, so his list is going to be a bit different, but it seems like green-white aggro is what we're playing against. So he tapped both of his white to put down. So he's playing out all this stuff pre-combat, so now I don't have to fear a wild size or anything. If he had come at me with the 1-3, I would have been a bit skittish about blocking, but no, he's just going to stay home. Now if we pick up a land, we can double grasp here, and we do. And we do. So, how come my land won't play, first of all? My land won't go into play. My opponent conceded? Okay, it must have been a disconnect, because I don't know if there's any real reason to disconnect or to concede there. But if he's playing Flare, I'm sure he's probably also playing Reprisal, maybe. So Grasp on a Sunblade is going to stay out of Reprisal range. Grasp on either a Free Blade or a Wardens, though, is not. So I think I'll grasp the Wardens, even though the body will be bigger and it has an effect. The Free Blade has Vigilance. So I'm going to grasp here. And here. And then we'll tap down both blockers. And we will Renown our dude and draw a card. And also, you know, get him for 8, take him to 5. And what do we pick up? It is another Grasp of the Hieromancer. So I don't know what he could do here now that could actually do anything, because we can tap down 2 of his dudes. Is he making something unblockable? Yeah, he's making his Wardens unblockable. Swing him with both. We get to block his 2-2 now that we know he's tapped out. You know, he renowns his guy. He was dead anyway, though. So he draws a card, and we just untap and swing for the win. Picked up land number 5, which would have given us some Blade Elf ability. But we didn't need it. You know, we just got there with the Grasp of the Hieromancers. And that's that. Game number 1. So this time we actually managed to go 1-drop into 2-drop, which is exactly what the deck, you know, wants to do. And I didn't say anything at the beginning of the episode, but I just jinxed myself now by bringing it up. I probably should have just stayed quiet. But anyway, let's go try to find a second game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that Twitch stream on Sunday. I'll have to get myself prepared and get some snacks or whatever. I don't know what these other people do. How they get through the 12 hours. I mean, I did a fairly lengthy one time, but I took a break to go upstairs and eat a sandwich. But I'm looking forward to it. So Sunday the 27th. And like I said, I'm planning on starting around 10:30 Eastern, which is noon local. And I should be able to go to midnight. I should be able to last that long. Alright, so we got somebody else. Actually got his deck box customized. Some kind of war-painted dude. Empty eyes. Kind of freaky, actually. And what, some kind of really... I don't like those things coming out of the water back there. Oh, those holes. My trypophobia is just going off the charts here. Oh, I don't like looking at it. Alright, please make that go away. Alright, so let's see what this guy's up to. Rank 10, DVJ22. And we're on the draw. 5 lander, 1-drop, 2-drop. You know what? I've thrown away a lot of 5 landers and ended up with shit. I'm just going to keep this one. We're going to flood out, like, terribly flood out. I mean, we've already flooded. I've kept a 5-land hand. I mean, I'm already flooded out before we even start the game. And it was my own choice, but we got 1-drop, 2-drop. Yep, land off the top. Stainless Shuffle. Keep a 5-lander, draw a land right off the top. Never fails, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, there's Gideon. And he's probably just going to die since we're playing against black. Got that Reeve Soul feeling. Now we're looking at an island. Could be a mill deck. Does he have the kill spell? He's not showing it yet if he does. Oh wow, 2 land off the top. Oh yeah, baby. See? Why do I get punished? Why do I get punished? I mean, I should never keep a 5-lander. I know that. But I saw 1-drop, 2-drop, and I've been bitching about, hey, I never get my 1-drop and a 2-drop. This time I had it, and I kept it. And now look what happens. Yep. Alright, so hopefully we can draw some more spells, because right now we just... And a flashback, yeah. So we'll keep the Free Blade. Gideon's just a Vanguard. Free Blade has upside. Give me a spell, man. Give me a wild size. Council's Lieutenant is fine. So we'll swing here and renown this guy. He's playing Sultai, actually. There's blue, green, and black in his deck. But it's definitely control. Seeing as he's ripping out the flesh bag as his first play. So now we got this guy up to a 3/3. Going to play the Lieutenant. And we're going to get to drop a gate. But we need to rip some serious gas off the top of our deck. Or we need to dodge like all the removal spells. If there's a Languish here, I'll probably just concede. It is a tutelage, so yeah, it is a mill deck. I wonder if it's a fog deck. He's leaving green open. Could be a fog deck. There's a wild size. So let's see if he goes for the fog. Let's try it. He may fog now that I've wild sized. We picked up Sunblade Elf. So, honestly, I think I've got to go wide here. If he has Languish, he's got it. But we got him on 9. We got to put the pressure on now. We got to give him as little time as possible to find that Languish. If he's already got it, then he's in his glee here now. What did he get? Yep, there's the Languish. He had it already. So there goes our board. We have nothing but land in hand, so we're just dead. And wild size doesn't do anything. Alright, you got me. You got me. Moving on. That was pretty annoying that he had the languish right there, but, you know. That's it. What are you going to do? I had to play out the elf there because I think I could have killed him. If he didn't have the languish right there, I'd probably just kill him. But he did. And, you know, kept the 5-lander. My own fucking fault. Definitely my own fault for keeping that. Keeping that trash. So let's try not to do that again. Let's try not to do that again for sure. Alright, we got somebody else. Man, we're in game 3 and it's only been 10 minutes. That's aggro for you. Win quickly or die quickly. So far we had one of each. So, what is this lady? That's a crazy skull cap. I don't ever go in and look at the avatars. And in this year's version, all I ever see is that fucking homeless Jace dude. So I'm starting to rediscover these things. Man, it's a crazy helmet. Looks like some kind of armadillo. Or, I don't know what the fuck it is. Anyway, what do we see? What do we see? Do we see Rakdos in that? Rank 4, Elf S. And we're on the play. And we have a 6-lander this time. 6-lander this time. So that we will mulligan. Here we have... We're going to have to skip the Sunblade Elf in play into Topin Freeblade on the second turn. Or we'll play Lieutenant if we pick up a Plains off the top. Unless our opponent's playing red, in which case we'll put out the 2-2. He's playing Gruul. He is playing red, but those sometimes the Gruul decks aren't always burn oriented. So we picked up Archangel. So we're going to cast out our Freeblade here. And our only other castable spell right now is Sunblade Elf, so we need another land. And yesterday. And only one white source in hand. So you have the Fiery Impulse or the Twin Bolt for that. Let's see, we picked up... Well, at least now we can cast 2 1-drops. So let's swing for 2 here. Alright, that got through, and he's not shooting anything at it, so now we've got a 3-3. So Sunblade, who's just a 1-1, and Gideon. So we don't have the Plains, which is rare, because there are 12 of them in the deck. Alright, now let's see what our opponent does. Is he just going to ramp with a Pilgrimage? No, he's just going to play nothing. I'm fine with nothing. And there's a Vanguard. I tell you, man, it's feast or famine. I either draw 6 lands or I draw 2. And at least I'm getting my 1 and 2 drops, I suppose. And so there's no Languish in this deck. There is, however, Chandra's Ignition. So once he puts down a creature, we're going to have to start to worry. So Gideon is always a 4-4. I learned that. I thought he had power and toughness equal to his loyalty. So there are no creatures. And I don't say he'll be burning them, so we'll just give a creature indestructible and untap it. I don't know. I guess this is what we want to keep. If he has the removal. But still, 3 turns, no play. So what's he doing? If he's not playing stuff. Yeah, I don't get this deck, man. 6 landers, 2 landers. But, you know, keep a 5-lander, draw 2 lands off the top. Keep a 2-lander, draw 3 non-land cards off the top. It seems like, you know, you're either going to get land or you're not. I'm not trying to be one of those conspiracy theorist guy, but the more I play, especially certain decks seem to have the problem more than others. I don't know what it is. But this one feels awful sometimes. So 4 mana, are we going to see Kurt Chieftain? It is a Llanowar Empath. That's just a 2-2. We can handle a 2-2. So he gets to scry 2 and put, you know, if the top card of his library after he scries is a creature card, he gets to draw it. Picks up a Reclamation Sage into his hand. So, you know, if we pick up a Grasp of the Hieromancer, we're going to save it for a game-winning turn so he doesn't get to blow it up. Still look for 4 non-land cards off the top here. So let's just, I mean, we can't cast anything. So we're just going to 0 Gideon here. And we are going to swing with everybody, but we're going to have to keep the elf home because there's no sense just throwing it away. No sense throwing it away. He can trade with the Vanguard, but he's still taking 7. Yeah, this is shit, man. Just one more land and I could play all of these cards. One more white source. Even another force, I'd be able to play all 3 of these cards. You know, so he's going to trade with the Vanguard. But hey, that's 1 drop for a 4 drop. That's not hard to take. Alright, and we have a tapped Planeswalker. Don't see that too often. 5 mana now. See what he puts down. It's going to be the Colossus. Embermaw Helion. I doubt it. I haven't seen any burn yet. No, it is a Helion. It is a Helion. So, what do we do about that? Hopefully, tap it down. Nope. No land in the top 5 cards of the deck. Yep. So if I zero Gideon, he has to block Gideon. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to him this turn. So yeah, if he doesn't block Gideon, he dies. If he does block Gideon, we just get to get in for 4. But he's going to have an ignition. I know he's going to have an ignition. He's going to have to. So there we go. We get to get in for 4. Take him to 1. And he's gonna mop the floor of this. Chandra's ignition right now. Come on, show it to me. The other guy had Languish. You gotta have ignition. Just make the final episode of Selesnya Renown a terribly, terribly shitty one. No, it's a Rock Maulers. Can he put down another blocker? Or does he have a Fiery Impulse? Or a Fog? That's his only outs. Well, he's just gonna kill the Gideon. Do I block? Yes, trample. Do I lose the Gideon? And then he has a Fiery Impulse? Fuck it, I'll block. Does he have that impulse? Anyway, I'm going to attack again. Man, oh man, 6 non-land cards off the top. Just can't draw that 3rd land. So if he blocks the Gideon and has an impulse for the elf, then we lose. If he has a fog, we lose. Other than that, we win. What's going on? He's blocking there. Show me the impulse. Doesn't look like he's got it. No, damage goes through. We get him to exactly 0. Wow. Achievement. Seasoned Fighter. What is this? Hey, Gideon did 12 damage in a single duel. Okay. That's sweet. Getting achievements without even trying. I love it. Alright guys, thanks for watching this last episode of Selesnya Renown. And we'll see you for a new deck tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I think I said that twice.